Hello, everyone. My name is Rowan Marino. I'm a student here at FAU. I am an accounting major. I'm part of Beta Alpha Psi, and as well as that, I'm part of the Accounting Scholars Program. And I just wanted to come here and talk to you a little bit about the business world and kind of the jobs and careers and fields you can pursue in that, as well as some of the businesses that are within that. And before I kind of dove into that, I wanted to ask you a small question. So basically, that question is, do you value money, like monetary value, over happiness? And in my opinion, the world of business can kind of bring you both. Now, would you want to sacrifice one for the other? That is totally up to you. So just keep that in mind as I go through the presentation. So I'm an accounting major. To break it down, accounting is the recording and analyzation of financial transactions by a business. So either this is from a business to a business to a business, or a person to a person. Any which way. Accountants are extremely integral and important to the business world and just the world in general. Uh, Scholars and people have called accounting the language of business. I've recently read that, and I believe that to be completely true. I mean, most of what happens in the world wouldn't be kept under check, in the financial world at least, wouldn't be kept under check without accounting and without accountants and what they do. And this field can be broken into two areas. You have both public and you have private accounting. Public accountants are externally hired. They work for large corporations like PwC, Deloitte, or KPMG. And these large corporations take these accountants and they are either working for uh, private people, they're working for private organizations, they're working for large organizations. They are just externally hired. They do not work for the company that they are keeping their books for. While on the other hand, you have a private accountant who works internally for the company they were hired by. So, for example, if I worked for Office Depot as an accountant, I am doing the accounting for Office Depot. Now, as a public accountant, I could work for PwC and I could be externally hired and do the accounting for Office Depot if that's what the company chooses. They could either have private or public accountants. Both are extremely important. Both have kind of minute differences. A private accountant kind of uh, tees up what a public accountant does. So they're kind of setting up those transactions that are then kind of finished off and checked and uh, presented to this company, presented to the person. That is more of that public side. Public is more personable, private is more you're just grinding away on numbers. So the one thing about accounting is an extremely safe and profitable job if you pursue it. And by pursue it, I mean getting your CPA. If you get your CPA, which is you're a certified public accountant, it is you're the top. You're some of the best accountants. You will be rewarded with uh, tens of thousands of dollars more per year than someone who is not a CPA, who is not a certified public accountant. So that is very important. And it actually is, I mean, this is a real thing. AI that we all use every single day is playing a role in kind of eating up accountants' jobs. And that can be dangerous for accounting majors like me, for maybe accounting majors like yourself and other people pursuing the accounting field. Uh, AI is kind of doing those calculations, doing that work, doing the work of both private and public accountants. And you don't want to lose your job to a robot. You don't want to lose your job to an algorithm. So if you get that CPA, you'll both be guaranteed a job that will not be taken by AI, not be taken by a robot, and you will be guaranteeing yourself lots of money. I mean, if 10 to 15 years down the line, if you were made a partner, you're making four to $600,000 a year, easy. So accounting is a very profitable career, very profitable job. It's something that I believe as people looking into the business world, something you guys should consider. Uh, I'm personally very interested in it, and hopefully this little presentation and these few slides have kind of educated you and piqued your interest on it, and have made you kind of be thoughtful of whether or not you would enjoy putting your head down and just crunching numbers. Would that not make you happy? It might make you a lot of money, but it might not make you happy. So, yeah, I'll pass it on to my partner here, and have a great one.
Hi class, Dr. Hauser. Today I'm going to be talking about two examples of jobs you can get at Office Depot, some benefits that come with the job, and these benefits you should also think about while on the job search. But most importantly, I'd like to talk about why it's important to be passionate while you have a job in the future. Now, B2B Senior Product Manager deals with product strategy between business to business relations, and lead sales effectiveness analyst deals with strategy and coordination for all of sales. These are two higher level jobs at Office Depot, and some benefits that you can get are 401k, insurance, which include health and dental, and the option for remote. Most big corporation and governmental jobs offer 401k and insurance, but it depends from business to business. The option for remote is pretty important, especially if you're staying in Florida and you have a family or something that's keeping you away from other states, and the job is in Louisiana, some far state. It's important for that remote option. But what I want you to think about is this last line, whether you are passionate enough for the position. So I want you to think about your talent and passion when selecting a job. I think most people view talent and passion as this. When you're passionate about something, when you're excited to do that thing, it's very easy to be talented at that thing, or at least easier. Although that might be true, I don't think this works for everyone. I have a good friend, his name is Manuel, and ever since we were kids, he's always been so passionate about animals. This last year he graduated at FIU with his bachelor's in biochemistry, and now he's all the way in California studying to be a veterinarian at UC Davis, sorry. I don't know about you, but I'm not like Manuel. My first 2 years at FAU, I was undecided. I didn't know what I wanted to do up until the point where FAU sent me an email stating that I have to choose my major. So I chose something I kind of liked, and I chose something broad. I chose business economics. I didn't have this innate passion like my friend Manuel did. Maybe some of you can relate. There's this good quote by Scott Galloway, who's a professor in marketing at NYU, and it reads as follows. It's unlikely you will ever be great at something you dislike doing, but mastery can lead to passion. So I want to hone in on that last line there. Mastery can lead to passion. What I was talking about before, my experience at FAU, not knowing if business economics is what I wanted to do. What I'm learning is the more I get good at something, the more interested I am at that thing. The more effort, the more studying I put out in business economics, the more excited I am to learn. I'm taking macroeconomics this semester, and I actually feel excited to learn more about that class. I don't think a lot of people could say that. So to tie this whole thing together, I think it's important to distinguish talent and passion. So when you find your job in the future, you can be excited to do that job. So to conclude, talked about examples of jobs you can get at Office Depot, some benefits that come with the job. But most importantly, I wanted to talk about talent and passion, and why it's important. Because I think when you're passionate about something, it's very easy to create happiness. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm here to talk to you about how Office Depot is in a financial decline and how they're ultimately going to try and turn their finances around. So, first of all, I have a question for you. When is the last time you have been to an Office Depot? For me, that was around a year and a half ago. And the only reason that I was there was because one of my managers forgot to place the order on Amazon for our printer ink. Otherwise, I would have not been at an Office Depot. So that being said, why is Office Depot declining in sales? And ultimately, the reason they're declining so much in sales is because of their competitors. You no longer have to go to an Office Depot or a Staples for office supplies. Walmart, Target, Amazon, and other places carry all of those things in pretty much bulk. So, that being said, some of Office Depot's biggest competitors are Amazon, Target, and Walmart because they have cheaper prices, and not only do people go there for office supplies, but you can go there for groceries, living room supplies, any sort of anything. And another reason Amazon is such a big competitor for Office Depot is because you can order it and it will be there the next day. Me personally, if I notice that we're out of printer ink or something of that nature, and we don't need it right away, I'm going to order it on Amazon, and more than likely it's going to be on our doorstep when we wake up in the morning. So, all of that being said, has this happened to Office Depot before? And of course, like any other company, Office Depot has had its ups and downs, but nothing has been quite this dramatic. How is Office Depot making its money right now? And they are making their money by selling big ticket items such as computers, laptops, printers, and things of that nature. Another way Office Depot makes its money is by printing things right there in the store for you. So you can go in and have huge banners printed right then and there. They're normally ready within 2 hours. You can also take your passport photos there and get TSA pre-check. So those are big money makers for them as far as why they still have some of their storefronts open. Moving forward for Office Depot, they are going to make the attempt to switch to online use. That being said, they're going to offer low or reduced shipping, and they're going to close some of their storefronts. The reason they will close some of their storefronts is to help with those finances. It is cheaper for them to close some of their storefronts and run an online business than to keep all of the lights on in those buildings and to keep people employed.